Hi, good afternoon. My name is Hussein, and you are watching HusainVlogs. So many times guys ask, shall we buy a car which is very high mileage, half a million or million kilometer is driven, and it's like old car, 20 to 25-year-old car. Shall we buy? And they have fear the car will get breakdown, and it's very high mileage driven, and it will have so many issues, and it will cost a lot of maintenance. Well, if you have enough money, you can buy any car, but the best way is to go for the as low mileage car, because low mileage car with the service history will be agency service history. uh, that car price will be also high, definitely, as low mileage driven and as new model car is, the prices are higher. But for those who don't have enough money to buy a new car, and they are just looking cheap car, it's just fulfill their basic need of transportation, even though it's old model, but it will work for them. The car which I was showing to you, it's 25-year-old, made in 1998. It's 25-year-old Toyota RAV4, and it's driven 483,000 miles, which is almost 800,000 kilometer. 800,000 kilometer, and 25-year-old car, and it's moving perfect. It's moving perfect. It's also very cheap. Like 2-3 thousand US dollars, you can get this car in UAE. I don't know your country prices. Well, I find this car is perfect to drive. It have no issue. When I buy it, the tires were not new, so I replace all the brand new tires, and I change with the brand new battery. Only two things I did. That's all. And transmission and engine was perfect condition, and it's just moving perfect. I didn't find any issue. So it's working. It's working. If you don't have enough money and looking any cheap car, and it's driven like half million kilometer, it doesn't matter. If you are getting $2-3 thousand car, so it will work as long the car engine and gear transmission is perfect. The remaining stuff, little bit scratches, or it's repainted, or in past it have some accidents, no problem, because the car is very cheap. So it will fulfill the need of transportation, and it will keep on moving. It will keep on moving. And there is one more thing. I have driven so many cars. I have Mercedes SL 500, then SLK convertible, and Porsche Boxster. This was also Porsche Boxster was also convertible. I was the guy who like a sport car, two-door coupe or convertible. So this was a unwanted gift to me. You know, I told to one of my friend to see a very cheap car for me, this for showroom use. The showroom staff, we need to send them home, and we'll bring them back. So spare parts we will put in this car, for general use, rough use. Car is going industry area, car is going to bring spare parts, and driver can use here, there, we can move. So we need some cheap car. And he found this car, and my first impression was 25-year-old car and kilometer, 800,000 kilometer. And I just drive it, and the car transmission and engine was perfect, AC was working. The previous owner put very nice leather interior. It's not original, it's look like leather, you know but he maintained this car very nice. This, in 2015, it was imported from America. In America, when the car get accidental, so they car get accident and they export to other countries. Most of time the insurance company just export. This car have back accident, so in 2015 it come to UAE, and then it was registered here. Here, maintenance accident repair cost is very cheap compared to USA. Like USA, labor cost is very high also. The same job there, they repair car in 5,000 US dollar. In UAE, same car, 1,000 US dollar, they can fix all the damage. So that's why so many car coming from America, Japan, and also Germany in UAE. So I Said bring this car and with the guys. So I check this guy is coming from long way to sell this car, from other cities. So he have also 3 4 guys with him. So I just feel he's traveling 3 400 kilometer in this car. If this can carry 5 people, so it's still alive and it's working. So I just own this car. I like it, I drive it, and just it doesn't have any problem. And what second thing I found, the spare parts is very cheap of this old model and very nicely build these cars. Once a time, we have one here. It was a Golf GTI. We lost the key of Golf GTI. It was 2015 model, and I go to the key maker shop to take the key of this car. He shall make one new key for us. And meanwhile, I need also this RAV4 spare key. So I go to this key maker for these 2 keys. So I told him this Golf GTI 2015 model key is lost. So he told me it will take 1 week to make this key, and he told me almost 1,000 US dollar. 1,000 US dollar for this key. I said, why? What's the special in this key? He said they will send the report in the Germany, in Volkswagen company. So they will open some code because it's locked there. So they are the one who will approve and send code. And there is so much, it's very computerized electronic type of key. So even they make key, but it will not start the car. So they must approve to company agency of Volkswagen in Germany. So the report will come from there, and then the key will work and the car will get started. So it will take 1 week, 1,000 US dollar. So I told him, hold on, what about the RAV4 key? This 25-year-old car. He told me, give me this car key. I gave him. So he have already keys there in the line. He just pick one key and put in machine, and in the end of the key, in his die, he put, and he fix in 5 minutes, and he give me. And I asked him how much. The key was without remote, just simple key, like a door key. But it can it can start the car, it can open the door. So he told me 10 dirham. 10 dirham mean it's 2.5 US dollar. So imagine the price difference of this 25-year-old Toyota RAV4 key, 2.5 US dollar, and the GTI key 1,000 US dollar, and also need 1 week to wait. And Toyota key, he just give me 5 minutes and 2 3 US dollar. Unbelievable, unbelievable. And the same thing happened when we have one Porsche Cayenne. This key was not working, key got problem, and we called to key maker, and he gave us a quotation almost 3 to 400 US dollar. But that was old model, so they don't need to approach in Germany Porsche company. Old model they can prepare here duplicate key, but for the new model they need some security code to start the car, and it take really time, and those keys are very expensive. So as old is the car, what I realize in my personal experience, the spare parts are very cheap, maybe 90% cheaper than the new model. Even not only the key, so many stuff like brake pad, Toyota brake pad, maybe 50 US dollar you will get the brake pad, compared to new RAV4, maybe 3 400 US dollar brake pad. So as car is older, so parts are very cheap. So there is no headache of costly maintenance if you owning very old car like 20 25-year-old 90s model. Spare parts very cheap. The those spare parts don't have so much sale today. So what they do, they have in stock long time and they just want to throw, okay, take it. So it's very cheap. You get spare part and maintenance like 20 US dollar. Car will be full maintained. The engine oil they can change, and engine filter and all liquids and brake. 20 to 25 US dollar. All car will be service. For the next service will be 5,000 kilometer. So every 5,000 kilometer you have to go to change the engine oil. So it's just $20 you can change compared to the new model car which cost like you have Mercedes or Range Rover or Porsche or Audi and new latest model. So the every time you go to the service your car, so it costs you 200-300 US dollars because the engine filter is expensive and everything is expensive of new car compared to old car. So old is gold, that's very true. And old car, what I like about old car, it's very classic look, very for new generation, it's new shape car because they didn't see 20 years before cars or 30 years before. It's new generation. They nowadays they are looking the shape. But these old car classic are very new in the road. Old people knows this, but new people don't know. New generation don't. For them, it's new shape car. It's very classic shape, and most of old car interior is handmade, and whatever they use inside the car, the material is very good quality compared to the new model cars. New model car, mostly you will see so much use of rubbers and plastic, you know, and not heavy in weight. But old model cars are heavy in weight. Material is super quality material. Most of car have handmade interior. So old are more reliable compared to new. If you are owning today brand new car, it will not last 25 years. But 25-year older car we are driving today and it's moving perfect and very cheap maintenance and very reliable. Engine is perfect, transmission is perfect. Maybe in the past, the this car have already overall one time engine or maybe also transmission, but it's done already. Now it will move again 10 years, 15 years for the next engine change or transmission change. You know, you don't need every year, every 5 years. You need maybe in 20 years one time it happen. Or most of old car don't happen. They give life, it goes lifetime, their transmission and engine, it's so strongly built. So if you don't have enough money, so even you have money but you like old model, so don't think it's driven very high, half million kilometer and miles, and it's 20-30 year old car and it will not move, it will create so many problems. The best idea is when you buying old car, don't go to kilometer, just forget kilometer, just drive it and feel how the car move. Engine sound is good, transmission gear shifting is good, air condition is working, car look good. If you are satisfied and you don't feel any fault, so go and buy the old car. It will work, it will really work, and you will feel better than new model cars because you very cheap spare parts, easy to maintain, you know. And well, really it's a new look, it's a classic look car. It classic, very different shape from the new model cars. So there is no matter of worrying. With the little money you can buy any car. Just make sure the car when you buy, it should not have any major leakage, it should not, engine should be perfect, no much smoke, and transmission is perfect. You go ahead and buy any car, any old car, you get cheap price, just buy it. Just maintain nicely and always take care of service. All the liquid shall be full all time on its level. Radiator shall not be leakage, otherwise the engine head gasket will burn, and transmission oil there shall not be any kind of leakage. If minor, it's okay, but no, not major don't need. Major leakage, you must fix it and make service on time. And if the battery is old, just change with a new battery. tires are old, just change with new tires. And interior, even you can put the covers, and you can any interior you can make of the car. It's very cheap. You can put DVD, new DVD, LCD screen. You can make a good looking car. So you can buy any car, cheap car, if you have less money. So never worry, it's very high mileage and all this. That's it. Thanks and have a nice day.